especially in spontaneous moments, if we're tied to that, you're so limited in language when you have to rhyme. And so I normally throw the rhyme out the window and say, who cares? I'm gonna say and speak and deliver what the Holy Spirit's saying, whether it sounds super poetic or not, Yeah. And it doesn't matter if it's poetic or not. If it's gonna touch the
I guess I started writing songs when I was about 15. I thought, that's not so hard, why can't I try? And I didn't even play an instrument really then. I kind of fiddled on the keys, but I didn't start playing guitar until after I started writing songs and thought this would really help me if I had an instrument. The first 20 songs you write are always going to be terrible, but it's fun to look back now and see.
And it didn't happen immediately, but I kept exercising that letting go piece. And it was almost like someone pulled a plug out my heart, and these toxic emotions, bitterness, resentment, anger, hopelessness, despair, it's like they drained out my heart. And I could see God's goodness again, and I could see His faithfulness again. The question I had to come up with is, I don't understand about it.
It's been kind of crazy. One, I'm always honored when people ask me if I want to be a part of something they're doing. I think that's special because that just means a lot to me. I'm honored by that. So to be a part of somebody else's heart and their work is not something that I take lightly. And two, this year has been kind of different for me. I'm going through just a lot of great things,
Grew up in an amazing church-going family. Music was my life. You couldn't take me away from it. But I never really understood. I didn't let faith become my own yet. It was more of my parents just telling me about the Bible all the time. But it took until high school where I joined a high school ministry.
A lot of people were telling me that I would not really get famous on YouTube because I would never do the popular songs. And even when I did do pop radio songs, I would change the lyrics so that they weren't inappropriate. And people were like, well, that's not cool. No one's ever going to care. You're not going to get famous. And I was like, well, I'm not trying to get famous. I just want to share good music with people. And so...
It's almost like we've become so connected that we've toppled over the other side and become disconnected all over again. More disconnected than ever because so much of it is posturing and not real relationship. It's fabricated. And so we love social media in a sense because we get to communicate with our supporters, but at the same time there's a question mark there that we've kind of put, well, how should we?
Even though we do a great job at what we do and we operate in our gifts, whether it be singing, whether you're an athlete, but at the end of the day, you also have to use your platform to help others. Because remember, you weren't always in that position that you're in. And somebody else needs to know information like You Will Win and other information that we've learned along our journey.
And sometimes when you have those days or seasons or years or chapters of just feeling estranged from the Spirit, and you're just it's all up to flesh, you'd be surprised what comes out. Even for the saved folks, even for the high character people, you'd be surprised what comes out when we don't have the